is Sunday, November 1st. Is this All Saints Day? Happy All Saints Day. It is All Saints Day. Does that make it the Day of the Dead? I guess I'm not sure if that's Halloween or All Saints Day. Seems like it should be All Saints Day. I am Barbara. My angle's a little weird today because my tripod is a two-legged creature. And I don't know why that is. I mean, well, the leg falls off. I know that. But, well, I can't find the leg. That's my problem. And if ever there were a Maisie toy to be found on the floor to be played with and enjoyed, it would be a leg to that tripod. But I will keep looking. Meanwhile, I'm making do with my tablet stand. It seems to be working okay. Just a funny angle. Anyway, so I'm inside because it's damp and cool, and Dennis is upstairs having his tea. Although when the buzzer goes off, I'll be taking him a new tea because he only had a little bit of tea. I'm wearing my hat for two reasons. One, my hair looks terrible today. And the other is I'm working on the crook of my neck. And I'm wearing my Paloma by Espace Tricot to give my neck a lot of warmth. And my latest manifestation of my crook has been that it goes up into the scalp. It's very weird. Very weird, but actually feels fine today. So I'll just keep my neck warm. I worked on keeping my neck warm yesterday. I wore shawls, and I think this is the Ricky hat, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know who it's by. I usually, I don't want to show you my terrible hair. I usually wear it like that because I really love that pooling. I got all the pooling on the inside. I wear the hat inside out. Pretend it's supposed to be reverse stockinette, right? Hey, I'm the boss of my hat. November. The noises you hear are the dogs with their bones. They're right next to me. But when I went to open the back door, Maisie stopped at the microwave cart, which is sort of a big piece of furniture we have on the mud porch. And she started digging under it like crazy. She wouldn't even go outside, so I had to get the broom handle and figure out what was under there. And it turned out it was one of their yummy bones that they got yesterday as a treat. Yesterday, Aura and I went out and about, and oops. Tea time. Brought the dogs a treat down, and I should have videoed that. Maisie's horrible attempt at being under command. My horrible attempt at getting Maisie under command. We have a ritual when whoever's bringing up the tea and coffee brings it up. Then the dogs get a treat, and they have to obey commands to get their treat. So Dennis only had a half a cup of tea from last night, so I gave it to them and then made a new pot. And so the dogs already had their tea treat, but they knew the signs of making tea. Pearl does. As soon as she heard me stirring the tea, that was it. She was headed to the steps. But we have them blocked off because we don't want her to go back upstairs, so I brought her down a treat and just... Anyway, that's what you didn't see. So yesterday, Aura and I went out and about. It started out a beautiful day. You saw it. I was outside in my... Yeah, I was outside yesterday. And we had a good time. We went to the Goodwill and dropped our stuff off. Then we went to the dollar store and I got some stuff I need. It didn't even occur to me to go to the dollar store. I just never shop in the dollar store. It's not in my it's not in my mind when I need something. Sometimes you need something that might as well get it from the dollar store. I plan on dyeing some yarn. And I was gonna need some trays. I was gonna need trays. And I thought, oh, you know, Thanksgiving's coming, they'll have those trays in the supermarket, but they'll be like $8. And they have nice turkey ones for like $12. I mean, you know, crazy prices. I don't know. Maybe they have them for $5. Anyway, I got $1, which seemed like the best price. Oh, and I also got this long, thin plastic gizmo with jags on the edge that you snake down your drain to pick up the hair and the gunk in your drain. And my bathroom sink has been so slow for so long. I did that last night. You should see what I got. You didn't want to see. I didn't take pictures. It was gross. Big hunks of hair and stuff. Anyway, my sink drains so great. Oh, so worth $1. I did Dennis's too. His didn't have nearly as much junk as me. It's not just me and my hair. It's also like when I wash the bathroom, I rinse the sponge and stuff in my sink. So it's whatever. Anyway, it drains now. I'm so excited. So we went to the dollar store. She got a few of the things on her list. And then we decided to take a ride into Lancaster County and go to Stoltzfus's in Intercourse, as I suggested we might. Dennis needed cheese. She said she could use cheese. She bought some meatballs. We called the girls, Vicky and Kim, to make sure everything was fine at home still, and it was. So we called Dennis and said we're on our way. Car says we're getting it home at 4:22. We walked in the door. He had the dogs in the backyard locked out so we could actually get in the door. There was a cappuccino by each of our chairs, and there was a fire in the fireplace. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. And so she sat down and let the dogs in. They went crazy, of course, and you know, but they're only crazy for like 5 minutes, and then they calm down. So we just had to protect her for about 5 minutes, and then Dennis got these great bones that we'd had in the cupboard for quite some time. Big bones that are covered in meat flavor, you know. They settled down with their bones, and they just let her drink her cappuccino in peace. And it was really nice. It was good for her to get out of the house for a couple of hours, and we spent some time together. As we were going into, unfortunately, as we were going into Lancaster County, it started to get cloudy, and it wasn't as beautiful of a day, but it wasn't raining, and it was a very successful outing with a fire and a cappuccino on a comfy chair at the end of it. So, Dennis is the best. He's making ribs today. We had hoped that the ribs would be ready to take over for dinner tonight, but I don't think the timing is going to work. They're not going to be ready in time. So I have to call them and say, hey, guess what? The ribs are Monday's dinner, not Sunday. We'll come tomorrow. So they'll have time to make something. They can thaw the meatballs that Aura bought yesterday. But that was fun. Got to see Vicky and Kim and Garland. And I picked her up and got rid of that box out of her dining room. She's going to be so excited to have that space empty. It was very nice. And then I had a gorgeous fire all night and into my extra hour. I wasted my extra hour. We changed the time last night. I wasted it by just staying up. But I was watching Agatha Christie's, and I was knitting on Janine's boxy, and I finished the front, and I'm working on the back. So that sweater's almost done. That sweater's almost done. So I'll undoubtedly be working on it again today, because when I see get to that point, I just want to finish it, And so that's the plan. I don't think we're going to do much besides walk the dog and get tomorrow's dinner ready. I'm not doing that. I'll be putting my shoes on and looking for my tripod leg. I've been unhappy with that tripod anyway, because the legs fall off and they're all wobbly, and you know, so I might look for something. You know, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these vlogs. I might as well have a tripod that I like. That's what I say. You know, treat myself. So, I will be doing that. Oh, and I forgot. This is a two-parter already, and now I'm talking too much. So, Leslie has her new Not Quite Enough Yarn podcast out. Yesterday was the last Saturday of the month, and it was, as usual, was lovely. But Verena, you might want to make sure you watch that. And Christy had her new floss tube out. She has a gajillion finishes, really nice. And I'm quiet now because Dennis might be able to hear me. Her dance macabre turned out really nice. And I texted her and said, Dennis said, oh, that's great. She said, like, oh, that's great. Like, he might want it for Christmas. I said, yes. So, I'll have to be sure the sound is down when I'm editing. He doesn't watch my vlog. So anyway, she had lots of finishes. And just a little word to the wise, Lisa Marie and John, you might want to check out that episode. I heard a lot of names I know on my podcasts yesterday. The rest of you should check them out too, because they were both quite good, as usual. So anyway, knitting today, not too much. I've been doing something every day for quite a few days now. So there's a part of me that's not sad that the ribs aren't going to be done, because then we'll go over tomorrow night, and I'll have my physical therapy tomorrow, and go over for dinner. Kim said, please don't bring the dogs, because she's actually allergic to them, and she had a huge, terrible reaction to them from the last time we were over there. But I don't know if Kim is going to be there Monday night. She might not be. If she's not there, then we'll bring the dogs. If she is there, then we'll leave them home. Because, she really reacts. And it's funny, because she had a dog till the last, you know, her dog died a few years ago now. Time's flying. I guess I'm not even sure how long ago. And she had a dog. She used to get, react to her dog's saliva. She had a black lab. But she was all... Poor Kim. So anyway, but she might not be there Monday. So if she's not, we'll bring the dogs. If she is, we'll leave them home. Don't worry, Kim. We'll leave them home. She doesn't watch this. So anyway, that's what's up with us. Really nice day yesterday. It is gray and dreary today, so I don't know if it's supposed to rain or not. I'm going to work on my crook. Oh, I'll show you my earrings. Now, I had shown you some anodized metal earrings before with this purple and green. They were a wire, just a thin wire that went around. And I told you those are the earrings that my father got me. It was a lie. As soon as I saw these, I'm like, oh, these are the earrings Daddy gave me. I knew they were anodized metal, but I forgot. It was the moons. It was the moons. There was a blue moon last night for the second full moon in October. And this is the first Halloween full moon in, I forget how long, something long. Aren't they pretty? My daddy gave me those. Remember that story I told you about those other ones? That was a lie. These are the ones he gave me. Yeah. And they're doing so far so good with the sweater. I have a long sleeve shirt on under my Paloma because it is not a long sleeve sweater. But this is the first time I've worn it with the full turtleneck part, because normally I tuck it under like that because it's like too much. Not too much today when I have a crook. So, there you go. It was ready. Excitedly coming in with the bone. There are earthquakes in here too. It's not just the deck. You guys gonna say hi? That's my living room with dog stuff on the rug. And advent calendars on the couch that I have to repackage. I was very sorry I didn't have them sent straight to the kids in Florida. One of them's quite heavy. But I wanted to put notes in them and, you know, see them first. And I'm kind of glad I did, because 2 of those advent calendars, on the front of it, on the back of it, it just shows you everything that's in it. I mean, I guess you need that if you're going to sell them, but it should be removable. So I'm going to put a piece of Christmas paper over it with a sign saying, if you want to be surprised, don't take this paper off. It's Isabel's charm bracelet is the same. I think the charm bracelet's a cute idea. I wish I would have thought of that sooner, and I would have bought her all different charms myself instead of buying a cheesy one. But I could do that in the later year when she's bigger and I can give her lovely charms instead of toy. You know, this is going to be a piece of toy jewelry when she's done, really. I don't know. I'll have to see. I mean, I won't see. Maybe I'll get a zoom picture of it. But anyway. Oh, my daughter is such an enabler. She had a floss advent last year that she really liked from DeevaaS Yarn, D-E-V-E-R-E yarn in the UK. And she was waiting for them to put up their advent again, and I asked her to let me know when she saw it, and she did. So I ordered myself 2 embroidery floss advents. You guys are gonna get so sick of me opening my advents. In fact, I think I'll open them ahead of time every day, so you don't have to watch me open them, except for Megan's. But I'll open everything ahead of time so I can just show you, oh, this is from the Crafty Toads. This is from L'Occitane. This is from because I got a silk floss one and a wool floss one. I have never used wool embroidery floss. And I was very excited. Christy wants it because she wants to do things with her tapestry, Bayou Tapestry, scenes from the Bayou Tapestry, and those were all done in wool, of course, because that's what they used back in the 14 whatevers or whenever that was done. So she was very interested in wool, and I'm like, holy cow, I didn't even know there was such a thing. So I'm getting a wool and a silk, because the silk I'm using for my the only silk I have, I'm using for my Dragons of Sumatra. Which, when I just say that, makes me want to pick that up and work on that. Maybe I'll do a little dragons today. Of course, I am trying to make some progress. The giraffes will not be Christmas presents. It's not happening. So maybe I will just try to make the giraffe and get the unicorn, and they will be birthday. Of course, who knows what their favorite animal will be by August. They won't hate these animals. Even if they're no longer their favorites, they still will like them. Anyway, it's not going to be a Christmas present, so I could work on my Dragons of Sumatra today. I might just do that now that I talk about it. But anyway, so I'm getting 2 more Advents to open. So I'll have 5. So that sounds like so boring. I mean, so boring to watch somebody open 5 Advents. Ugh. Let me know what you think about that. Well, just maybe December 1st, I'll open all 5 of them on the vlog. And you can let me know if that's like enough already. So, because it's so easy to just, you know, open them beforehand and just show them. So, I can do that. Anyway, that's it. I hope I didn't talk too long before I had to make tea because it's already 17 minutes. So, I will say goodbye. I hope you have a good day. Happy November, everybody. Halloween is over. I hope you had a great Halloween. As I described my lovely Halloween, I had the most gorgeous fire last night. It was so nice. And I just sat there and knit and watched Poirot's. and Agatha Christie's. I started a Miss Marple, but I'm not a big fan of the Geraldine McEwen Miss Marples. Not because I don't like her as Miss Marple. I really do. But they just changed the stories so much that they're just a completely different story that I'm not as in love with. And they kind of change her character a lot. So I've seen, I've seen them because otherwise I wouldn't even know that. But to rewatch them, I don't have that much interest. So, but I do have the Joan Hickson collection on a DVD that my parents were given. I don't know, maybe it was my sister gave it to them. Anyway, I have it. And I might just start at the beginning and watch all the Joan Hicksons but I've seen them a lot. But she's my favorite. And I stay pretty close to the story. There are Poirots that really deviate from the story too. A lot. Appointment with Death was completely different in the Poirots than it was in the book, for example. Anyway, I'm done talking. And I'll edit this and then I will render it. And while I'm rendering it, I will do the dishes so the kitchen will be clean when Dennis gets up because he's got ribs to deal with. Even though they won't be in time for dinner tonight, he still has to deal with them today, or they won't be in time for dinner tomorrow. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you are well. I hope you survived Halloween and it was how you wanted it to be. And I think it's the Day of the Dead, but I could be wrong. It could have been yesterday. But anyway, happy All Saints Day. Stay safe, everybody. Stay safe and stay sane.